What is going on, YouTube? I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning in. We are here at Asylum. This is the spot where Dr. Umar Nisar over here does all the magic. I'll let him explain everything he does. A lot of you guys watch my YouTube from Instagram, and Umar is not only one of my best friends, but super important to what I do for competing and as a bodybuilder and keep my body primed, right? It's in addition to my coach who writes my training, my diet, etc. I have him who helps, my body, right? And then my fiance to keep me sane and whatnot. So I'll let Umar kind of explain and show a walk through this facility, which you guys might have already seen. And if you guys are in the South Jersey area, go to the link. Right? Can I point somewhere and you'll be able to
Yeah,
link
I'll
it?
put there.
Put it right there. Put it right there.
What's up, guys? We're back again. We've done this a few times now. There are some changes to Asylum. There's some more changes coming with the new year. I'll give you guys a little bit of a tour, a little bit of a walkthrough. Last time we did this, we did not have this wall back here, so we're gonna kind of head over this way. So as you can see, we started partying it. We have some cosmetic stuff to take care of. And I'm sure some of you have seen the announcement, but we're actually going to have an IV hydration clinic coming here soon. And that's gonna be ran by my buddy Tyler Fretz, who is a nurse. That is gonna be his business entirely. I'm super excited to offer more services in this area. On top of that, we will officially have 2 massage therapists that will be working underneath me, also be trained by me. So it's people that I'll feel very comfortable referring not only my clients to, but like having new people come in and going straight to them. For 2025, the goal is actually to have a supplement store about 2 units down. It's already in the works and we're having conversations moving forward about that. I think having a doctor that's backing one, but not only that, but having the information for the clientele that's coming in and explaining to them exactly what these supplements do. And I know a lot of people already do that, but I'm talking to a whole different level. Things like contraindications, things that you can swap out certain supplements for if your body can't take it or if your age group shouldn't be taking certain things. I want the people that are working at my supplement stores to be so knowledgeable that if I can quiz them about certain things, they'll be able to rip off answers very quickly. So we'll head back here. This room is where we're gonna have our massage therapists. So we're gonna be sticking mostly to sports massage therapy. Right now it's a little messy. They haven't been here to clean it up, so this is my fault. It's gonna be Emmy Dolan and Brad Beamer. They're gonna be working out of here, so I'm really looking forward to that. These are 2 people that I trust very much so with all my clients. As many of you seen this before, we do have a small kitchenette area. We do wanna expand this a little bit more. We have our infrared sauna right here, which we typically use. There's somebody in there right now, so don't worry too much about it. Over here is our cold plunge. That transitions us directly into our private facility. Now this private facility we use heavily not only for training, but we also use it for rehab. So unlike a lot of other chiros, I do practice with a really big rehabilitation background. I'm also really big on the manual therapy. So I have my own style. I don't practice very traditionally, as where you just go and get cracked left and right, boom, 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 and you're out within 10 to 15 minutes. This is honestly a playground for me and my friends. That's really what it comes down to, but it also happens to be something that I need for my business. It's a little bit different from like your typical practice, but this is kind of what you get when you come here to Asylum. It's a lot more than your generic practice, and we are very sports oriented. You have rehabilitation related issues, or if you have medical conditions that keep you from being able to work out and even perform, this is probably the spot that you would want to be, or at least give a shot. If you guys ever have any questions, you can always feel free to reach out. I run all the social media by myself, and honestly, it's pretty much a one-man show in regards to actually running the facility. We have some really, really good resources and phenomenal network of people. So if I don't have the answers, I could get those answers to you. Most parts now, let's get you out of here. Cool.
This is helpful after leg day.
Yeah.
I'm really happy how.
What I'm gonna start having you do is actually start flipping you around and having your legs elevated
While in this. Okay. Okay. Cool.
What were you about to say?
I really like our Tuesday sessions after like a leg and back day.
Yeah, I'm actually really happy with that.
You
I'm
know.
curious to see how much that actually contributes to like, your body's ability to be able to recover.
I don't know what my weight's at because I didn't check in last week because of Thanksgiving. I just
Okay.
took the week off and kept my plan the same. Dude, I think I'm close to 250.
So we've gone over this before. We're on the flexion distraction table, trying to keep them as tall as possible. I'm kidding. No, this table's not really gonna do that. If anything, this table is very much so used for people who have like herniated discs, hot discs, nerve issues. We honestly just do this to help get some mobility in his lower back. A little bit of relief for him goes a long way, considering this dude's putting 5-6 plates on his back on a pretty consistent basis for years. Now, whatever we can do to help him feel a little bit better will go a long way. So Jay and I actually first met at Giant Fitness. I think it was like right after I saw him on my Explorer page. I saw him a couple months before, never knew who he really was. And then we met at the gym a couple more times, but it wasn't until I was finally in grad school, going to chiro school, I think I just asked him, I think he was squatting, and I was like, yo dude, like, you ever get your ankles adjusted? And of course I was like super excited about adjusting people, right? Like first year of grad school. And he was like, nah, what's that? And I had him sit down in the corner of the gym and I adjusted his ankles. And then from there, honestly, I think I've been working on you ever since.
Yeah, that's right.
Used to go to his house with my $40 table. Middle of the living room with his entire family. We used to just be sitting there. It was so, like, honestly, it was just amazing because it's like his whole family was just so cool with it, like it was normal. And all the way up. So right now we're going through all the manipulations, the stuff that you see on the internet, which I literally told myself I would never record myself doing it, but I am not the one recording it. But this will be short-term temporary relief and gaining a little bit of range of motion. It feels good, essentially. Deep breath in and out. Good. This is right here. This is the ankles. This is how we started. Good.
Oh,
Heard that one through and through.
yeah, this is the most I've cracked.
Yeah.
In a bit.
Wow.
That
was, I thought it went up to your hip, to be honest. I felt like it.
So many fun stories we have together.
Yeah.
That actually, like, we haven't, like, shared for YouTube, because honestly, like, or honestly even Instagram, because, like, Instagram, they just see pictures and stuff and captions. They don't hear it from us, like some of the cool, fun shit we've done.
You know, it's something that I don't think we've ever really talked about on, like, social, or I don't know how you feel talking about it, is Fit World.
Fit World.
Fit World from my perspective and from Dan's perspective.
And one thing I wanted to do was actually, like, kind of like interview coach for my.
For sure.
That would be a cool way to kind of get him on the YouTube. Yo, if you guys are watching this, comment below if you want to see an interview of Dan. Questions that you want to hear from my coach, and I'll try to set up an interview and get him on the channel because he's got a super, super cool perspective.
So we get to go back to, like, Texas first year.
Well, yeah, pro debut.
Pro debut was
COVID year 2020.
2020. But
Yep.
no, pro debut was Texas. We flew into Dallas, correct?
Yep.
And then we drove to, where did we drive to?
No, that wasn't. That was the second one.
That was the second one?
The pro debut, we stayed in Dallas, I believe, and Battle of Texas was in that area. But for Texas State, we drove into Dallas and drove to Austin with Tyler's car.
Yes.
Shout out to Tyler.
One of my buddies, Tyler, I went to
Yes.
chiro school with. He actually let us borrow his car while he was out of town, to just honestly, like, have while we were down there. That helped.
And
big
drive
time.
it 3 hours.
But honestly, it's crazy looking back on the first pro debut, and I used to think, like, his physique was crazy back then.
Yeah.
And now I look at pictures and I'm just like, bro, that was absolutely nothing.
At my pro debut, I got 8th out of like 34 guys, I believe.
Yep.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, I don't think there's a single guy from that lineup that you haven't beaten.
I don't know if I'm the highest placed Olympian technically out of that lineup. I'd be.
You might be, actually.
I wonder where Courage is placed before, because Courage won that show.
Courage is a great physique. I think Courage is taken close to top 10. I don't think he's been in top 10.
I don't know off the top of my head. You know.
Sure, we could check that.
In Texas State, where I placed third to Donkave and Medi. That was the following year. That one we thought I might have won.
Texas State?
Yeah.
Yeah. Texas State was a hard one. The Southern shows tend to do a phenomenal job looking out for their athletes, putting on a really good production.
Yep.
And honestly, for me, it was a much cooler experience. I've been to a lot of the Northern shows, but the Southern shows definitely do it for me.
Yeah. Florida's cool too.
Yep.
Florida is obviously super emotional for me.
For sure.
You know, just with how this year went, right? Like winning the Tampa Pro, winning Hurricane after the Olympia. Like, I have 2 wins in IFBB, and 2 of them, and they're both from Florida.
Florida as a state already, though, is very health conscientious, so I think it just adds it, and I think bodybuilding just fits in really well. And with Raw, Revive, Bumstead, everybody down there, like, it's pulled in a lot of people.
The area that we live in is like, so-so with bodybuilding. There's some great talent here, but just like, just like other places, it can be, it's just an interesting vibe, And,
I think it wants to be something bigger, but there isn't something here that allows it to be what it wants to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and also I just don't think anybody here has set a standard.
Yeah.
There is
the one that has kind of left, and actually we can kind of segue that in. We can kind of get back to shows, but like the people on the wall.
But everybody on this wall has a pretty big role in terms of like being at this clinic or having a part in the clinic. Starting off with Dan Houghton on the left. That's Justin's coach, owner and founder of TC Muscle. Dan's an awesome dude, and honestly for me, more so than a coach, it's just like he opened up to me pretty heavily as I got closer to Justin and became, I don't want to say a mentor, but just a really, really good like male figure in my life, and I do look up to him in a lot of ways. Next to him is obviously this dude. That's Justin. One of my favorite pictures I ever took, but also obviously dude's my absolute brother, and I'm in it till the wheels fall off. In the middle is Steve Metropolis, local coach from South Jersey. Steve's a great buddy of mine, great coach too. He's helped me a lot with my business. I've learned a lot from him watching him run his business. Right next to him, obviously, no introduction needed, the mutant, Nick Walker, representing South Jersey. It's really cool to have a picture of him like that in my basement. I grew up with a picture of Arnold in my basement, so to be able to have a picture of an Olympian and as an Olympian in my basement was actually really, really cool. And then all the way to the right is one of the first female pros that gave me a shot. That's Lauren Calderini, a mechanical engineer from New York City. Phenomenal physique, great person, and I just really appreciate that she let me kind of like into her personal life to be able to take pictures. Cool to see all those guys up there. It's cool to see Walker up there. I'm excited to see what he does this upcoming year. And then obviously between him and Jay, like representing South Jersey in ways that nobody else has yet.
Biggest bitch when it comes to this. Oh, I am. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah,
I know.
Rip it for two.
Ah. It's all in the breathing. We try to, despite how bad this sucks, respect the clinic and not jump out of here. 2 minutes is cool.
Can you see me? I don't know how dark it is. Oh, we're still good?
Yeah, we're good.
Well,
The
we're
lack of the socks too. I will say
So we put him in jail.
today.
basically we're wrapping it up today. This is how sessions look like for Jay. As we get closer to a show, or if we're in prep, I mean, not only are we seeing each other twice a week, sessions are sometimes a little bit more in depth. Sessions are sometimes even lighter in terms of pressure because of where he's at, how far we are out from the show. Sometimes we change certain things, we remove certain things, we'll add different modalities. But for now, we're gonna ride this out well into the off season. We got a full year until the Olympia, so we're just gonna keep racking them up. And honestly, we've been at it for 6 years now. Might as well keep it going at this point. We got, what, another 5, 10, who knows, whatever to go.
Guys, wanted to show you a little bit about one of my best friends and also one of the most professional people I know. This is where I spend a lot of quality time. This is like another home. Please like, subscribe, comment, call, jazz, share with your friends, family. Thank you guys very much. Take care.